Stay you are you. That is truer than true. There's no one alive who is youer than you. It's from Dr. Seuss, American children's author. Just wanted to share that quote. Guys, really speaks of the energy of the beginning of March here. Very creative journey of Pisces season. Journeying into the creative waters, one might say. And uniquely, February is a month where sometimes we have a leap year. And we have birthday on the 29th. So my previous reading I read for both 29th and March 1st, which incredibly give us the Four of Cups. Sorry, not the Page of Cups. The Four of Cups and the Emperor's energy. So through self-reflection, 11 on the timer, we've been finding alignment with self-mastery, with emotional mastery. Today, or these couple of days here, March 2nd and 3rd, we're called to find the courage to look at any grief that comes up, to process any grief in an emotionally mature way, to bring forward that Emperor energy of confidence, cool and collected, and connected to the crown, connected to the masculine and the feminine with this ankh-like staff, scepter. At the base of the reading, we've also got the Five of Pentacles, which just shows us that we may be looking at some scarcity around being vulnerable with ourselves, being vulnerable with sharing our wisdom, trusting our wisdom with the Hierophant, or le pape in Francais. It's a French deck. And sharing our wisdom as much as we're willing to learn from others and learn from the past today. 2, 3, 4, taking little steps at a time to learn from the past, to learn from our grief, to learn from the self-reflection with the Six of Cups and the energy of nostalgia. Allow yourself to canoe down memory avenue as you're on the road to unconditional love, to finding emotional freedom with the Lover's card. I had to cover up our little cherub there, our beautiful little Cupid with l'Amoureux. L'Amoureux is the Lover's card, coming on the heels of the Cavalier de Bâton. The Cavalier de Bâton, 333 on the timer, is the Cavalier, the Knight of Wands, which is quick moving energy. You can quickly step into this leadership role, kind of like expunging some of our patterns of the past in the moment, as you choose to unconditionally love yourself through, the avenue of memory. We can journey to time, place, in childhood, or be of service in a way that we felt served in our past and giving that to others. That's also bringing forward that Hierophant energy. So the days always tie one into the next. Four of Cups and the Emperor into the Five of Cups and the Hierophant, or le pape. And the Hierophant into the Lovers and the Six of Cups, bringing wisdom into our understanding of love and giving and receiving, creating balance. Hello, high flyers and deep divers. Welcome to 4, 5, 6 on the timer, and Aerie Intuitions. I'm Anthony. Welcome if you're new. And for not new, have the courage to say something. 5 of Cups. To come out of your grief and for a second and embrace connection, growth. What do we need to know, see, and hear from the secret language of color? Take in a deep breath for 3 seconds. Hold. And release for 9. Alright, what else we need to know, see, and hear from the secret language of color? Leave a comment if you enjoy the bells or prefer the singing bowls or just some good old sage and smoke. What else we need to know, see, and hear? There it is. Enjoy clear hearing. It's time to hear your own authority more clearly, to hear what's under the grief, what's under the pain. What are we holding on to once again? What have you been holding on to for a long time? I'm hearing for some of you for years, decades, perhaps even just months. Joy clear hearing is a divine connection, divine choice. Choosing to love yourself enough to be vulnerable and look at where we may be afraid of being vulnerable with that 5 of Cups and scarcity. Because you know, it may be what's keeping us from offering our cup of love, Knight of Cavalier de Coupe. It was in reverse, but, you know, alchemizing this and just giving it a solution right here, you know, opening up to your heart, taking risks. Mastering your emotional intelligence, Queen of Cups. Offering what's in your heart, offering from the heart, seeing through the eyes of love. Dissolving scarcity with grace and love, unconditionally loving your grief. It's time to attract a relationship with you, with Mary Magdalene and the Rose Grid, with that divine feminine energy. Again, Queen of Cups, Reine de Coupe. Sorry, that's the Queen of Cups if I didn't say Reine de Coupe. Blossoming, receiving, attract a relationship. And the number 6 is about devotion as well, with the 6 and the 6 of Cups. So devoting some time to nostalgia today to grow a sense of good feeling, well-being, and to develop mental clarity, to maybe rewrite some of the stories we tell ourselves, because the only stories are true, the stories that we tell ourselves, at least that's what we believe. Often develop mental clarity in 39. 3, 6, and 9 important here. 6, devotion. Your spiritual centers here with purple. That royalty of royal center, royal purple. Sensuous and extravagant. To be yourself. to see yourself more clearly. Take some time to lighten up. 10:01 on the timer. To lighten up your reflection in life, to move like the feather in the water, in the rapids, to allow the air to cleanse you, you know, with that element of the feather and air, to lighten up your light body. Lighten up through love. Let love in to your shadows, letting love into that space of grief. Allowing your masculine and feminine, even if our masculine is still struggling to be clear about what it is in our heart, that Knight of Cups energy, not quite a king. We haven't quite mastered our masculine heart energy, creating from the heart. We're learning to receive from the heart, to let love in. This is a wonderful, amazing time to let love in. Hearing as well. Wonderful. You can work with the Kuan Yin or the pink dragons to work with that element of unconditional love and Christ consciousness here with gold. Attract a relationship with abundance, attracting abundance, finding the golden egg, the golden frequency of you, shining your golden light, your true light, sharing your golden wisdom. We have all these gold cups out here too with red on them. So we're grounded, you know, grounding our love, our emotions, while remaining open to receiving and anchoring that gold light, Christ consciousness, unconditional love, understanding, compassion. Awaken your passion. Yeah, by, you know, being yourself, bringing out that vital energy, playful energy, inner child, letting your inner child play to express its passion. Your inner teenager even, you know, to see it more clearly. Perhaps doing a little bit of shadow work here is necessary to see what it is that perhaps our inner child or our inner teenager needs to say, express, and strengthen your faith. This whole process strengthens your faith. Lilac, I love it. It's amazing because every time these two cards always come out together. Just the lilac cards, it's fragrance, allowing your fragrance to be smelled, allowing someone to catch a whiff of you, perhaps, you know. I can smell your scent for miles, hunt you down, eat you alive. That's the song that came through today. Just stuck out to me today. Strengthen your faith through devotion. Lilacs are actually one of those flowers you can smell for miles, for quite a distance, with the right wind. Yeah, have fun with your inner child. Do something to nurture your inner child. And remember to establish boundaries so that our inner child feels safe. To establish boundaries with anything that's out of balance, that's not, you know, with nostalgia and reflecting, maybe not spending too much time on the hurts and the pain and the negative energy, having boundaries with ourselves, not allowing ourselves to get sucked into under the ocean of the Piscean waves. Okie dokie. Let's go to watermelon again. Watermelon and brown. Yeah, seeding your watermelon seeds, putting down seeds of love, allowing 1444, your inner child, to bloom, to grow into a juicy watermelon, a nourished, bright, tasty watermelon. I don't know. We can think of ourselves as tasty, as juicy. Connecting to your water energy can be really useful at this time, and it's connecting to the water energy. It's actually helping to strengthen your faith and establish boundaries. When we're aware of our emotions and we learn how to process them, and we know who and what to say no to, and we learn how to go with the flow. Such perfect timing. The magic of unicorns. Here we are. We've got the dolphins and the unicorns and flow together. Celestial beings, the unicorns, you know, playing with the dolphins, connecting to the moon's energy and the cosmic energy. You can see like this cosmic energy. Relax and trust. Accept what is happening. Accepting what is happening. Accepting that everything is happening for you. You can often be surprised by life when things bring up grief. We allow ourselves to move through it in grace, to see ourselves as bigger than whatever is happening, to see our experience as bigger than what is happening on the surface. We can go with the flow. And we're getting May energy here with the Lily of the Valley. So you may be a May birthday. Rainbows and waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. Yeah, and also underneath we've got Stand in Your Power, 14. Number 5 is that energy of courage, having the courage to be yourself, to stand in your power, to hold your light, to defend yourself, to show that you've sharpened your mind, that you are cool, calm, and connected to the unicorn rays, connected to love and intuition with the moon and this beautiful pink energy. She has this cosmic like energy going on as well, cosmically connected through the chakras, through the spiritual chakras with purple and yellow. Power of expression through connection. Be passionate about your vision and bring about positive change. This will strengthen your faith as you continue to stand up for what you believe in, and doing it, you know, with humility. It may require some assertion, and it may just get the ball rolling better for you than you might believe. The law of grace, dissolving, yeah, Kuan Yin energy here, Saint Germain in the violet flame, Archangel Metatron in golden light, and the rose grid, are the feminine parts, jiggly bits. That's what I think. The Vesica Pisces, you know, is a reference to the orifices, but also the opening up to the law of grace, opening up all of our centers, our ears, our eyes, our feelings, our buttholes. Cousin saying in Finland, I think it is, they don't say, I listen to my gut, you listen to your butthole. Thing. Be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. Yeah, I can't say that. There's another one, but if you know, you know. For guys. Law of grace. Be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace. Dissolving our grief. Attracting a relationship with grace and forgiveness. With divine union. This is also that union of the masculine and the feminine. When two circles come together in tension. and passion. Pool of Christ light, yeah, Archangel Metatron, Christ consciousness, Yeshua, Mother Mary Magdalene, Saint Germain in the violet flame, all bringing us the unicorns, absolutely holding that Christ light, butterflies, and some sort of flower here. I'm not exactly, kind of like a daisy, but not quite. Open your heart, spread unconditional love, let love in. Being that reflection for others, the moon reflecting on the water, unveiling your true self through the expression of unconditional love, by sharing unconditionally, being unconditionally loving with our shadows as well, with our vulnerable sides, with any grief or wounds. Grief can be held in the chest. We may have been experiencing chest heaviness or pain. Shower of blessings, 24. Open yourself to receive and pay it forward. So keeping that circulation going. 26. Devoting yourself to being of service, to finding faith that what we give will come back to us in emotional fulfillment, in peace and purity. Yeah, receiving gifts by giving peace, love. Open yourself to receive and pay it forward. Creating balance, reciprocity. Creating the Elysian fields of gold. Creating heaven on earth. Heaven is a state of mind. In my belief, heaven exists here and now if we allow it to. It is that time place of enlightenment. You're on the precipice of enlightenment. Many of this collective and the human collective are on the precipice of enlightenment. Look for the highest perspective and see the divine in everyone. 2222. And if you really listen to what that card just said, you might already understand what this next stage of enlightenment is for you. Especially here with strengthening your faith. This level of enlightenment may just strengthen your faith in ways you couldn't expect. Your courage to find clarity around through grief and self-reflection, and a little bit of nostalgia, nourishing the inner child, seeing the divine in everyone, including yourself, including your inner child, and being playful, being goofy, playing with the unicorns, in your mind, or, talking about it, sharing your goofy, playful, childish beliefs. The world needs more innocence and creative minds, more imagination. Can be a refreshing oasis for others by being that conduit for Christ consciousness and unconditional love, and opening up our heart, opening up the upper heart here as well, of course, with pink and the thymus or upper heart chakra. Yeah, the center for grace and Christ consciousness connection, pouring in through the crown. If we've been really muling along here, putting in a lot of work, Spirit is seeing your work. Allow yourself to relax into love, to lighten up, to lighten your own load, to have boundaries with your emotions and mind, and to seek soul satisfaction through acts of service, without expecting anything in return, just knowing, having faith that all is well under the rainbow, connecting, opening our heart, holding that pink light, the pink ray of unconditional love, Christ consciousness. Oh, we've got peonies or perhaps hydrangeas. Lots of purple flowers. Purple flowers. Got a purple flower opening your spiritual centers. This is as is most challenges or opportunities to open up our spiritual centers, to honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good. Is our affirmation there. Seeking soul satisfaction. And then 23, having the courage to honor your uniqueness, to do what makes you feel good, to follow your heart, and to be careful with it when we're, when we got that heart out there, to be a little careful not to spill it everywhere. Having clarity about how, who, and where we want to give it to. The reason we have scarcity mindset in part is because one of our true fears, when we might have truly had to face a situation where we were in scarcity. And so our ego, our mind, likes to grab a hold of that and start to make it about other things. Yeah, what do we need to know, see, and hear from the Wild Unknown Tarot? And perhaps grab a few charms to wrap up this reading. Got about another 10 readings in this series, and new things are coming. Son of Cups. Like son of a I don't know why. Son of Cups. The Prince of Hearts. Coming, the Page, the Page of Cups being the bookends here. So you're learning to follow your heart, to be vulnerable. This is a opportunity to be vulnerable, to be in flow with that emotional energy, to allow it to flow and guide you. To water the ground you walk on with love, compassion, and understanding. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles, making space, creating space in the emotional and mental bodies, creating a new perspective, a new life, a new way of being, creating a shower of blessings, creating that cycle of abundance by giving, knowing and having the faith that the universe will help us to receive exactly what we need. You don't always get what we want, but you always get what you need. Always get what you need. Just making a little room here. There we go. The Father of Cups. Yes, King of Cups. Invites you to share what's in your heart, to lead from the heart, to see your kingdom, see your experience from the eyes of heart, to hold this Christ consciousness, to love yourself unconditionally and celebrate that you're the black fucking swan of the family, the, black sheep. See things from a higher perspective, from the perspective of love, from that kind of royal perspective. How would a King of Cups see your situation? 10 of Wands in reverse. You're learning to break the cycles of not overdoing it, of trying to force the laws of nature, the wheel of fortune. And as you take time to get clear, to develop mental clarity, Queen of Swords, and to sharpen your vision, to be passionate about your vision and bring about positive change, to hold the vision of the future, of New Earth, Christ consciousness, fifth dimensional frequency. You got owls coming in here. Seven of Cups coming into choices and finding what aligns with our chakras, but also, most importantly, what fills our cup. Making the choice to come out of that land of indecision, of, in some ways, being fragmented by perhaps chasing the opening of the third eye, or the opening of the clairs, and just listening to what makes you feel good. Honor your uniqueness, honor your soul. En parade, the Emperor coming in again, just to remind you how far you've come, how strong and resilient, to lead from a place of self-authority and self-mastery, to remember the self-mastery that you've obtained. The Father of Swords in reverse, so it has a setting. So we may, have this energy of scarcity and may not be quite clear about what it is we want to do, but we know that we want to be of service. The Son of Wands, Page of Wands, taking a chance, allowing that creative energy to express itself, to rise into the solar and sacral chakra, to bring out the light, to allow yourself to shine, to follow what's in your heart, Daughter of Cups, to share your uniqueness again, from that feminine energy, to be both humble and receptive, kind, giving, to be in the flow, like a swan in water. With the Daughter of Cups and the Son of Cups. So that kind of more, teenager, nourishing the inner teenager, getting a lot, really, So probably whatever's coming up, whatever that we're coming to see that we haven't seen with the moon, Cancer energy here, Cancer card of Cancer, more water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're coming to see what it is that may have blocked us from attracting a relationship, and being asked to dissolve all in grace, to have fun with your inner child, take some time to have some fun, kind of like once we, of course, do the shadow work, 333 on the timer, of aligning with body, mind, and soul, of getting the needle moving in a balanced direction through boundaries and flow and having fun, expressing the joy, being in the frequency of opening ourselves to receive, opening our heart. It's safe to open your heart. It's time to allow your emotions to work for you and flow through you. Stand in your power and to follow what's in your heart, to show others that it's safe to be who they are, to be an individual. I love you, take care, and namaste.